All right. Um, I want to start off by saying I'm trying to. I'm in this place of just like these different things of, you know, let's say God has this plan for us, or the creator, or whatever you want to call it. And also being in a place of like, what am I actually supposed to be doing, right? In life, right? Because if we all have a purpose, or if we do have purposes, it just something about it is just weird right now, right? Like I'm just I'm at this point, right, where it's like you've been doing good, you've been doing well, and you want to keep moving forward, or let's say, how can I best word it? I'll experience things where I'll be doing amazing, and whatever powers that be, forces that be, or whatever, tend to throw like this little thing in my like way of growth. And I used to always say, oh, it's because of this person, or it's because of that person, or it's these energies around me, which a big part of it was. But I'm like, even now, with these things that I've learned in the sense of, I don't want to say quote unquote spirituality, but just stuff like that. It just, I just sometimes wish I could paint a picture, right? Like, you ever heard of like sages? They say sages, or even Jesus, right? Now I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like holding back. This nigga Jesus, right? Talked in parables because a lot of people wasn't gonna understand what he was saying, and that is what I have like seen in my life is like I'll be saying things to people that are very clear and straightforward. Like, this hoodie is clearly blue, and it's like they go out of their way to say something else. Like, it has nothing to do with anything, right? It's so, it's just weird, right? And I'm at this point of just, I've been doing so much of this alone that I'm like, I'm over it, right? So I'm gonna throw this in the community. I've recorded other videos, but I usually end up not posting it. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I might as well. But listen, it'd be like I'll be doing amazing, and then it'll be like something thrown at me, right? Because we could say obstacles or challenges, and it's like in the moment I'll do everything I can to fix things, or get things back to the way they were, or maybe I'm supposed to push forward more. Like, I'll do everything, right? I'll sit it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just maybe that's the world saying you need a break. I'll sit it out. I'll try forward. And what I noticed about this is, if you've tried moving forward, you've tried sitting it out, doing nothing, resting, and something is still like off, that means something is like, it needs your attention. But I don't, it'll be something that it'll be out of my control. And that's something that I realize, like, why does this keep happening? Like, like today, I'm like, I was getting my weight up, I'm feeling good, but I could feel like something ain't like I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? Like, that's what it feel like right now. And I don't know where that's coming from. Like, I don't that's the thing. Like, I was doing so well, and I was like, that's what feels right. And then the second, like, whatchamacall, it just was like everything started to stop. I'm like, oh my. So, all right, I see what this is. This is why sometimes I get hesitant. I'll see. I'll post one video and see if anyone actually cares about it. I'm wondering if this is like just being pent up, right? Because I bring this up here, right? And like I said before, I don't claim none of this like sickle cell stuff. I don't do it simply because I've my path keeps showing me like I have to figure out how to merge quote unquote spirituality with physical. So my awareness, quote unquote, spiritually and my well being physically. Like I have to find a way to merge it. Um, it's just so much going right now that I kind of lost what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, right. Words having power. I'm not gonna sit here and keep using that term. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and keep using that term. That just doesn't make sense to me. Um, what was the other thing? But I'm also trying to not just pretend like it doesn't exist, right? Like that's the fine line that I have found myself walking in, of like not sitting here constantly saying that, because it's almost like speaking down on yourself. Like if you continue to say you're happy, you start to become happy. Right, I've experienced this. It's the embodying part of it that it's so many things to take care of, right? And here's why I want to come here, because I'm like maybe someone from this community that has experienced what I experienced will make sense of this or no. When you're doing every single thing yourself, right? Because I've seen a lot of us have like, it'll be people that they family, someone in they the only person in a family that have that. So in reality, you the only one in the family with that experience. So a lot of times you end up getting gaslit because people look at us, oh, you're normal, not knowing that you was in pain or whatever, the whole time that you was speaking to them. And I find this like weird thing where it's like, dog, I taught myself how to cook. I started teaching myself the right fruits and vegetables, and not just, oh, eat healthy, eat salad. No, because the way nutrients and vitamins work, you don't need an apple every day, right? Sometimes you need a banana, sometimes you need a pear. Sometimes your body doesn't want those things, it wants something specific. I had to figure out all this, right? By myself. I had to learn the things that come with my condition. And I'm in this place of like, I really want to speak a beautiful reality into existence. But every time I'm doing it, it's like God will be like, it'll throw me something that's out of my control that I'll do everything possible to fix it and correct it. And it's like, it's nothing that I could have did. And I'm like, yo, a part of me wants to be like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you expect? Like, you want me to be perfect? Like, I don't get it. And it's like, right? So on one side, I'm like, I'm trying to speak this reality thing, but I'm also trying to take care of my well being and, you know, focus on this. I gotta eat the right foods every day. I gotta drink water. I can't eat junk food. Bro, I had to study my condition, right? Or the condition they try to label me on. I'm wording it that way for the best of explaining purposes. And it's like it's like um it's so many things that I noticed that come with that. Like I trying to make friends was difficult for me. And I'm looking back at it now realizing, oh, it was my immaturity. Like I was very immature. I wasn't grounded. And because you got to think, people that don't grow up with no condition, like you got to think their car is always working, right? Their body, whatever is what I mean. Their body is always working. So they're used to just being like, wow, there's no real danger aside from maybe I live somewhere dangerous or going outside. I feel like with the condition, bro, it's like the second I would wake up, it would feel like dangerous to me because it was like there were so many unknowns. I go outside, there's so many unknowns, and the difficulty in processing things, right? When I say processing things, what I mean is the nervous system, which gets its energy from the blood, is your way of processing things. It controls your eyesight. It controls your hearing. It controls your ability to feel. It controls your ability to smell. It controls everything. So if that's not getting if that needs more fuel, right? Because the blood is basically just giving the body all the fuel for everything to work properly. It means it's not working to its capacity or function the way it's supposed to, right? So what does that leave you at? It means you weren't able to really process things. I can't be the only one who ever seen this. I was on the bus one day And I seen a meme that was like, yo, y'all remember these niggas? And it was the sickle cell niggas in the barber shop getting a haircut crying. That was me as a kid because I couldn't process the razor. I couldn't process the sound and the feeling of the razor at the same time. I couldn't do it. And who taught me this? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that I'm looking back now and I'm like, all of it is starting to make sense. And I'm just like, like I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, there was no one there, bro. Like, even when it comes to like that condition itself, it always felt like something that was like swept under the rug. Like, it was never truly taken care of properly, or like, let's sit down and figure this out. No, bro. So it felt like it's just been me against the world since I was a little kid. And if you don't got the strength to just be out here like that, then what you do, you hide from the world. Like, that's to me what I did. Part of me doing this, I don't even like my face on nothing. I don't. So it's been weird, right? A part of me is against this, a part of me is not against this. I'm tired, I'm bored, I don't know what else to do. I'm hungry. I'm tired of cooking. I done order some food. And it's just like, I don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so weird. Like, it's weird. And I'm just wondering if there's anyone that really like gets it. Like, you go into spirituality, they say stay away from negative people and negative energy and all this, that, and the other. But it's like, when I joined that community, I saw a lot of that. But I get it because I know the experience. Like, you living with something that's like, it's wild, and it's like no one is really understanding that but you. And because they don't understand it, like, they don't live it, they don't experience it, they can't get it. We could all sit here and watch Kobe Bryant and dream about what it's like to be him, but how many of us is actually doing that and experiencing that and living it and knows what it feel like? We don't. Only Kobe knows what it feel like, because that was Kobe. That's what I mean. So a lot of times, like, people will say, oh, no, you just need to do this or you need to do that, and they don't know what they talking about. That's what I've come to the realization. They don't know what they talking about. I went to a bunch of doctors, and I won't say a bunch. I'm gassing it. I went to a doctor and another doctor, but they basically was downplaying my condition. Like, they was basically saying like, no, you shouldn't. Your appetite shouldn't even be affected. And I'm like, yo, this is not like. And then you could literally Google it, and then it'll say, yeah, it affects your appetite. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no real answers for this. And it's like, who do you go to? You're just sitting here fighting by yourself. And it's like, a part of me, I have this thing where like, and I kind of don't. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, I don't care. It's almost like, it made me think of this girl. Damn, is that tears, nigga? It made me think of this girl. She went on Instagram. I think she was like autistic or some shit. She was something. I know that she was something. It wasn't Down syndrome, because Down syndrome is another. She was like autistic or something. She was talking about how like the black community had failed her. And I'm like, yo, that's really what it feels like. That's what it feels like. But a part of me is also where, like, as black people, we not even supposed to be living like this. This not our natural anything. So it's like, it don't really make sense for us to, like, basically trying to look at it from the highest perspective. We not naturally supposed to be living like this. If you want to, just a small example, our ancestors was chained up 400 years ago, right? Whatever history, I don't care. I don't feel like going into it. If you actually dive into that and understand a lot of trauma and emotional energy and all these different things are not, like, they're stored in the body and in DNA, wouldn't that make us the people that inherited that and have to clear that and heal that, right? So, and you got to think, now that we're in the information age, our parents didn't have this information. So it's like, I don't get, I get upset with my parents, but I'm not necessarily mad at them. I'm not like you're the worst person. No, it's not like that. It's just like, damn, I wish you understood, because then maybe you would help me differently, right? You ever had somebody Like you might be crying or something, and that person don't know how to help you, so they just like they try and give you a little hug, but they don't know what to say or do. It's kind of like that. Like they don't really know what to do. They don't know how to address the situation or anything, so they just doing their best. But it feel like that, right? So when she say like black community failed her in autism, I'm not surprised. If we keep it a being, a lot of our parents was not like, they just was trying to make things work. Society's not together, right? Society is sick in its own ways, so it's like, but my thing is just I don't know how to feel, bro. Like I'm in this weird left and right situation of I want to take care of my well-being, which is what being, I say wealthy because I don't like the word with the H in it, just because of how it sounds. Just my physical well-being. I try and go outside, I try and go for walks, I try and be active, I try and do all this cooking, I'm trying to, right? But it's like another part of your well-being is having friends and being in society, and I find that to be difficult for, and I have to reword things, but whatever, we know what it is. It's two reasons why I find that to be weird. One reason is there's so many things that come with it. So your lack of maturity, right? I don't know how of other people experience this, but for me, I experienced that, right? Mine was, I'm gonna say Supercell. Shouts to the movie. I'm always gonna throw this in there, but I kind of don't. I used to say that all the time as a kid. Supercell, Supercell. I'm gonna call it Supercell, but it's like I never did anything with it, and I never thought to do anything with it, and I don't think I ever would have like thought to make that like like that. So shouts out to them. I love that. I just look at that as like that being out into the world is amazing. That's the best way I try and look at it. What was I gonna say? Right? That comes with your maturity, which is not just physically, right? Your body physically maturing to become a child to a teenager to adult. It's not just that, it's mentally, emotionally, the amount of time we're trying to process our reality and the things, bro. There's so many things that like I really struggled to make friends because I couldn't process my reality, and the and the person taking care of me, will just leave it at that, would like take it as me being like rebellious, or you know how like black fathers be, oh, you being scared, you can't be no this and other, not understanding what's really going on. Like my body is saying everything's dangerous, because in reality a lot of this is dangerous. That's what I mean. It's like the scary going outside. It's like the dude Mr. Glass, Dr. Glass, whatever dude name, Mr. Glass. It's like that, bruh. Not to that degree, but for me it was like that because I grew up very malnourished on top of this, right? I grew up, oh, being told, oh, your condition is minor, your condition is minor. And now I go and do my own research information. I'm finding out supercell thalassemia is not minor. It's it's two things that are supposed to be minor, but if you had one, it'd be minor. Like the trait is minor, right? You can't jump out of a plane. You can't go scuba diving. That's not affecting your everyday life. And even then, I still think they get affected on a more subconscious level, but I'm not going into that. That's supposed to be minor. And then thalassemia, they were saying is supposed to be minor. And I don't have the major. They call it minor, but these two traits together create an actual like super gene, right? Which don't get me what I think. I genuinely, and this is a side note, I genuinely think that supercell is like a DNA thing, that like we're like super gods. I genuinely feel that way. So that's why they be like, oh yeah, let's go fix your DNA. There's nothing wrong with the DNA. It's society. We're not supposed to be living like this, bruh. So what's happened? It's like the same thing with black people. Black people are black people are basically like walking gods. That's why everyone wants to be like black people. But the problem is society, right? Black people being gods or whatever is like this. Society's here. So if you're keeping people that are supposed to be here down here, you're gonna see another level of, mind you, this is what society is. The thing where society is actually putting black people, it's gonna put you on a ridiculous level of just nonsense. So my thing is, where was I at? Because I don't want to get lost. I kind of got lost already. I'm ready for this food too. Right? So it's all these things that it's like I don't know what to do with it. I kind of always wanted to make this funny and do this da 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 da. Bro, I bought a cape. I had a mask, all that. But honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of past it. So I'm gonna just record this. I'm gonna drop this in there. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I just at this point I don't care, bro. Like I don't. So a part of me is like I'm finding myself trying to balance physical well-being and just being aware of energetic spirituality, whatever it is. Like it's almost ridiculous. And honestly, I'm just kind of over it. I am. I am because I just don't know what that is, right? Or why would why would the creator God whoever throw me that seeing how much I'm going through? Like I survived. It's like surviving in the desert for like 70 days, no water. You was never supposed to be out here to begin with. The fact that you even made it, regular people don't even make it to 30. You with your condition made it to 70. And you're like, all right, I'm done. I need some water. I need something. I need a break. Like you at your breaking point. Or even if you're doing like, I can't even say that. How can I word this properly? You'll be doing amazing, and then you'll get thrown a wrench or something that'll just make you stop or just fall backwards. And I'm like, why would you do this? I'm doing double the better of them, and I'm not explaining it the best way. It just that to me is what it feels like. And as I'm saying this, I'm wondering maybe my perspective needs to change. Maybe it's more so I needed to slow down, right? But I can't say that because when I did slow down, I still felt like ridiculous. Like it felt so wrong. Like it was. I started feeling worse slowing down than keep going. But my thing is, man, trying to like make friends and do all these things has been ridiculous. And then you go into like quote unquote spirituality, and on a soulful level, you got to make the right friends so that you can grow and that you have access to yourself and your higher self and all these different things. I'm just like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like it almost is like you have to be perfect with every step, and I'm just over it. So I'm like, I'm gonna find some fun. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna post this. We gonna see what happens. I don't know if niggas are gonna flame me or somebody might come across something. I'm doing something. That's something I learned. Like when you come in, I just gonna sound crazy. When you come in, the creator or God be like, yo, I need something, dog. Like I need something. For some reason, like last time I did this last year, and that's how I joined the community. I had joined the community. I started herbs. There was this girl in there talking about herbs and all this other stuff. That's how I got into that because I was just on some like, yo, God, bro, what's going on, man? So I'm walking in the desert mad long, and it's not till you start really getting. I don't want to say that because I don't know if it's true. You know what I'm saying? It just that was my experience. I'd start spaz like, oh, I need something, and it's like the second I did that, sometimes it's like instead of giving water, like the creator will throw water, a tent, a vehicle to get out, but only when you need it, food, all these different things I needed. So I feel like that's me doing this now. I feel like I've been doing my best, and it's like it's weird because I don't want to say people not helping me, but it almost feel that way, right? It feel that way because I be feeling like yo, a lot of this to me seems I don't want to say simple. It just the way that I was living growing up was not the way I needed to be living. And now that I'm aware of this and I'm like I have the means to change it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this can be changed. This needs to be changed and that needs to be changed. And it's like nobody is truly looking to give you a helping hand or something that's actually going to work. It's so weird. Like it's so weird. And as I'm saying this out loud, it's just showing me like you're not around the people that's gonna help you, right? But then when I go out into the world, I don't know where to go. Bro, I'm an adult that didn't know how to make friends ever. I didn't. I always felt like I was annoying my friends and I would see it. And then it was like I feel like I feel like you know somebody is your true friend if you leave and you come back and y'all still cool, right? Because I'm someone that needs a lot of alone time because I'm so sensitive because of my nervous system going on overload. Because where does the nervous system get fuel from? The blood. I need time away from people. True friends is going to accept you back. They're going to be cool, da 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 da. But if you leave and you never hear from niggas again, they didn't rock with you to begin with. And I found that so many times. But I look back at it, yeah, I probably was annoying, nigga. Like, I'm like, you gotta think all the time that you've spent in pain, you might have spent in the hospital. It's almost similar to someone that goes in a coma, right? So when someone say, it's funny. All right, I won't use that as an example. Say a child goes into a coma, and let's just say like a physically wealthy child, meaning they're fine, they don't have no issues. Their body will still grow and mature while they're in there, but mentally, if they wake up at 16, that nigga might be 7 years old, right? So I could see that it's not just like it gets delayed because physically it's delayed because the blood is affecting your fuel to be a normal person, grow like a normal person, but it's also your experiences of needing to go to the hospital, missing school, missing time with your family and friends because you're in pain. So I'm like, I'm not surprised that mentally I was probably a lot more immature than people. And it's weird because it was like a lot of times I was the person like, I don't know if we should be doing this. But whatever, it's just a weird thing. So my thing at this point, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I'm waiting on my food. I'm doing this. Let's see if I actually post it. I'm gonna post it. I don't care. I've come to the point you gotta make noise for God to respond, for the creator to truly respond. You gotta make noise, bro. I learned that if you just sit there and keep waiting and waiting, there's nothing's gonna happen. I've learned that nothing is gonna happen. You keep sitting there and wait. Even if you do some stupid let me not say that. Just I gotta shake something. So I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna whatever. Bro, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. I made one friend, and it was finally someone that I'm like, I feel like this person can actually hear what I'm saying, right? And I couldn't even stay around that person because on a spiritual energy length, it was like I could feel, okay, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be around you. And it was like I would when I would leave, I would become expansive, and these new opportunities and things would come my way because the energy that was not supposed to be there was no longer there. So it's weird, bro. I'm over it. And a part of me is like I started getting into the Bible. I'm just ranting at this point. I don't care. I started getting into the Bible, and it was like I started learning so many different things that I didn't realize were like, oh wow, you should definitely walk through life with that. But I forget what the specific thing I was gonna say. That's almost right. It was like talking about how like you don't turn a lamp on in the dark and then cover it. So part of me is like, really, I'm not supposed to be covering my face, but at the same time, I'm not cool with that internet shit, bro. Like I'm not. I'm not. I feel like that it will put my nervous system on overload, and I'm just not. And I'm also someone that changes my mind a lot. But another part of me wanted to say, if you really dive into what we experienced as children growing up, how is the government not helping us financially? That's another thing. I'm getting on it. I don't care. How is the government not helping us financially, bro? You mean if I'm not in the hospital almost every week of my life, I can't get no money? This don't make no sense, bro. The amount of challenges that come with the condition are ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't understand how children can spend their childhoods in the hospital and not receive government money, funding, something. I just don't get that. So a part of me is like, you know what it is that we're not making enough noise. And more people need to make noise. We need to start some type of something. I've just had enough of this, bro. Like trying to work a job, trying to do this, trying to do that. Bro, all my jobs, I either ended up getting sick or fired because I got fired because I got sick. And it was like every time it was like they was like, oh yeah, if we had known your conditions like this, we never would have hired you. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like this don't make no sense, bro. What am I supposed to do as an adult? It just I don't know how people are managing this, right? And another part of it to me is like I think a lot of us are getting used to just being in pain, and that's not normal. It's not normal, bro. I was in there and people was talking about like a lot of people, because I also saw a lot of us don't know other people in real life, not on the internet, that have the condition. And I was seeing things that I didn't understand as a kid because I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain what that condition felt like growing up. But now that I'm older, I have found a way to explain it. For my experience, it was almost like, you know how pressure almost feels like a Instapot? Like the pressure is building up till you reach a point where there's no going back, and now you're in pain. It feels like that. But what I found was throughout my childhood, I was always trying to figure out what's the threshold, right? There's thresholds, but the threshold of like, okay, if I go this far, it'll like go down if I just chill a little bit. Like I would play with that. Certain things, certain things affect that threshold a lot. It could be being around a lot of people. It could be cold temperatures, hot temperatures, a lot of things. There was no real way to explain this. It was like it was ridiculous. But hold on, I'm getting a little lost. Man, I'm just over it, bro. Like I'm over it. I'm like I wanted to always make this funny and make it like a show, but I'm like who gonna help record me? It's just me, bro. Like it's just I don't have nobody to go to, dog. My family don't understand the condition. I love them. They don't understand it. They don't get it. They'll just say, "Oh, uh, uh." In reality, all you really want is some help or someone to sit down and figure this out with you. Maybe spend some time to, uh. So I'm over it, bro. I've had people say, "Oh, it's just in your mind." You know, parents like kids, "Oh, eat your vegetables." I was the kid that was like, "Yo," I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like vegetables, but there were times where I'm eating certain things and it's hurting me. I'm eating spinach and it's hurting me. I'm an adult now. I'm eating spinach and I can't eat spinach no more because it hurts. Like it's like a allergic reaction. But it's almost like people will just try and downplay it, and I'm like, yo, dog. It almost make me start wanting to go to extremes of like give me one person that truly in my family, and let me figure out a way for you to experience what I experienced, so you can stop sitting here saying I'm making things up or I'm doing this, that, and the other. It's just how the condition is, bro. It's very like it's 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 like subconsciously consciously powerful. I don't know how to explain that. In the sense of growing up, it was certain things that were like there, like being tired was almost subconscious, because it was like I feel like I could go do this, but I also feel like tired at the same time. Then when you would go do it and get hurt, oh, right? It's like normal people, they pull a hammy or they strain themselves, right? Because they didn't have enough energy, they wasn't loose, and it's like that, bro. Is literally all these things, bro. My thing is, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. That's the best way that I could word it. I'm trying. I'm over it. Sometimes I feel like when I talk about this, I feel like growing up, y'all was never allowed to talk about this. Even now, it was like I was never allowed to talk about this. It just was swept under the rug. And I feel like that's how it be when niggas have children that are retarded. And I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. I'm a very blunt person. If I see that tree over there, the branches falling off, the motherfucking branches falling off, nigga. Like, I don't want to sit here and play these games. I need niggas to just look at this bluntly, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black families are just push the little retarded thing like it don't exist. That's cool, cause some niggas grow out of the little retarded thing, or autism, whatever you want to call it. I was someone for a long time. I started realizing when I studied it, I was like, I clearly have a lot of different autistic factors. As a kid, I used to arrange things by color. I used to be OCD. Everything had to be straight and organized. I used to be obsessed with, bro, I spent 3 hours looking at watches yesterday because I needed the exact one that was right. Unnecessarily. Like, I get these different things. They're just using these labels. So my thing is just like when you feel like you got the little retarded thing, because if you crying getting your hair cut, nigga, you retarded. Like I don't want to word it that way, but there's something that's not right. And on a quote unquote spiritual side, if you want to look at it, niggas was cutting our power off. Samson in the Bible, right? Whatever. That's what a lot of this like. You see the two poles. You see the tug. On one side, it's like, damn, nigga, there's a little retarded thing. And the other side is like, well, you do have a condition that's doing this, and the other. Oh, not what am I saying? Yeah, the quote unquote spiritual side, this was cutting your hair, touching your hair, energy exchanges, and all that, cutting your power, whatever. And the other side is you got a condition and make you feel like you kind of retarded. You not like the other niggas, nigga. That's what feeling retarded is like. You ain't like the other niggas and you not processing and computing things the way other niggas are. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of this, nigga. We need to go to the government, somebody get some bread, some funds, some something, my nigga. Because I could be in a different environment, eating better food, taking care of myself, not sitting here trying to focus on things when my body is feeling like, no, man, I'm tired of this nonsense. So, yeah, man, I'm just at a point. Like I'm speaking my truth. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Right? If it's not helpful or something, I'm even good with like if somebody say to me I'm wrong and prove me wrong. I love that. I love it. Prove me wrong. You don't gotta be an ass. You don't gotta be disrespectful. Just prove me wrong. Just bring me facts. Prove me wrong. Say, oh, you're wrong with this. Da, 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 da. That's cool. Do that. I want that. I encourage it. Prove me wrong, and then show me the way of how to make this right and the path or whatever. That's all I'll be wanting. That's all I'll be wanting for real. I just over it. I don't know what else to do. I don't. It's so many things that I look at now. I'm like, yo, if I was a kid and I had the awareness now, like if I had the ability to jump back in time, nigga, I don't even want to say abusing. You feel like it's abusing because you're asking. Here's what I used to grow up feeling like a burden. You know why I felt like a burden? Because in reality, I had way more needs than everybody, and they wasn't being fulfilled. So when I was constantly asking for this, that, and the other, and your parents start getting annoyed because they're tired because they've been on the slave thing all day, right? You start subconsciously feeling like, wow, I'm annoying. Like I'm in everyone's way. And I'm just, no, nigga, I need help. The fuck? Like our elders is really supposed to see this, guide us and that. And I'm like, in reality, man, our elders is on some retarded shit. If we being honest, these niggas didn't have no internet, no real learning, had no awareness of what's going on. No, no. And I see that now. That's why a lot of the young, that's why I kind of fuck with the young generation, the young niggas. Do whatever the fuck you want, nigga. Cause the elders in the old generation will sit here and just try and control you and just do this, that, and the other. It's almost like Travis Scott. Like this nigga was fighting his father over music, and now Travis Scott is a multi-millionaire. Like it almost feel like you gotta be that way, and that shit pisses me off. But that's what I'm getting at. I was gonna do music. Honestly, I don't really care about music. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. A part of me I want to love it. I want to love things, but I'm like, I don't know if it's the music. I don't know if it's me, but it's like trying to love life while trying to take this seriously is like it's like you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I just started wearing ski pants. Bro, I would have been good. You know how many summers, you know how many winters I could have avoided the hospital if I was wearing ski pants all winter? Nigga, what? I started wearing like running shoes that have like they come in different widths, like New Balances. Nigga, my feet stopped hurting because I got fat feet. Bro, it's so many different things. I need water, not juice. I need good foods. I need the food that resonates right now. That banana don't resonate right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. And it's like niggas need friends, bro. Like, yo, nigga, I need friends, but it's like you need friends that get it. Or if not, they look at you weird or oh, this, that, and the other. That's why like I had a lot of experience where people was trying to tell me what to do, but wouldn't acknowledge what I was experiencing. And that shit is a red flag. Nigga, you gotta how can you tell me what to do and not acknowledge this? Because I'm saying to you, I'm trying to do it and it's not working because of this. Bro, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I'm over it. And now I'm realizing that I've been pretty pent up and this, that, and the other. Yeah, I kind of feel better now. I've been like really, really pent up. Jeez. Cause that's what it's like, bro. Imagine your whole life you got real issues to this and the other, and motherfuckers is silencing you trying to say it ain't real, nigga. Like, no, man, I'm over that. I'm over that shit. That shit is annoying as fuck. It is. It's be like, yo, why do you think I'm making this up? Okay, number one, I need to go close the door. I will be back. Yo, I was walking just now, and I just thought of it, right? Because a lot of things with like spirituality, people be like they say like complaining is like low vibrational or doing this that, and the other, and whatever, right? Ooh, a part of me was like, oh shit, I need to catch my breath. A part of me was like, how do I word this? I had thought of this situation where I don't think bringing up the fact, I think what's happening is it's more so, I was saying, they delivered my food already. It's more so that it seems like complaining, because when someone's complaining, you just think of someone that's just all the time, just and that, or someone nagging and that. But what it is that there's so many things that need to be fixed and attention paid to that um that it feels like complaining, but it's not. It's just a lot of shit that needs to be figured out and fixed. And okay, you need to be going for walks, you need to be drinking water, you need more time when it comes to getting around your school, you need more this, you need more, you need people that actually know what's going on. This is a lot. It is a lot. But that doesn't mean that you're complaining. It just means that you're, that's like someone saying, you know, if it, that's the thing that made me laugh. It feel like you coming home, it's winter, it's 20 degrees, and the heat not on. The heat not on, the water not running. And you come in like, yo, the heat's not on and the water not running. And your family start being like, oh, this nigga complaining again. Look at this nigga complaining. That's what it feel like. Like, nigga, what the fuck? You be trying to tell niggas like, yo, I can't run down the street right now. And they'll be like, you look fine. What made you respond that way? What made you respond that way? And then when I tell you, oh, this is the conditions, how it works, they don't even want to hear it. I'm just... So my thing is, nigga, I've just reached a point of like, I question myself so much. I'm like, I don't even, is this even have a good intention? No, I can't question that. My intention has always been, I want to find people, or I want to find good energy, some friends, some something, some another thought of what I'm saying or experience, just something. You know what I'm saying? And it always is just like, what happened is the execution part of it is what I would question. Because intention is good, but execution is better. My father has wanted to help me my entire life, but has not known what the fuck he's doing. So I've experienced what good intentions with no execution can do to motherfuckers. I've experienced that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing something. I'm putting this here. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I just don't see how this, and it's literally, you could Google a lot of the shit I'm saying. A lot of what I'm saying comes from experiences and being aware and putting 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 to fucking together and being like, wow, this is what this is. Wow, this is why everyone else seems more mature than me or more aware of what's going on around them, because their fucking nervous system has the normal amount of fucking fuel because their blood is fine. These are things that need to be paid attention to. I think we should be getting bread, nigga. I If they want to give us the bag to the fact that I think we should be able to get the bag to the point where we could live like everyone else. That's the whole fucking point of it, nigga. That's the whole point. Literally. That's the whole point. Now, I don't know. No, I do know, nigga. It's the bag, nigga. It's literally the bag. Literally the bag. I'm tired of this nonsense. Niggas don't. No. All right. Where my food at? My food almost here. I'm tired. I'm hungry, nigga. I'm over. But yeah, man. I like I said, I hit my point where I'm just like, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. It's something I wanted to talk about because this supercell thing is just it's annoying. It's annoying, my nigga. It's just annoying knowing that like Sometimes really all you, it's not even sometimes, my nigga, we're supposed to be family. We're supposed to be everybody coming together. We're supposed to be tribes. We're supposed to be unity. We're supposed to be, we're not ignoring the fucking child in the fucking tribe that clearly needs help. It takes a village type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that gets me, because it be like you'll go to your fucking elders, you go to your family, you go to your your before friends, and it's just like, damn, like yo, you know, and I get it. Everybody got their own issues. Everybody got their own problems and real life things. But it just be like sometimes, who are we supposed to go to, bro? Who was I supposed to go to? And I don't be wanting to be, and there's no disrespect, because I felt like being in the community was great in the sense of, wow, after over 25 years, I finally found someone who was walking, living in this bullshit the way I was living in this bullshit. It just, the amount of negativity that I was experiencing, it's the same thing. It's just, it's a lot of us that's in pain. That's all it is. I don't want to label it as negativity. It's not negativity. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's in pain. And when you carrying pain like that, it's like going to the hospital. Nigga. I don't want to be around all these sick motherfuckers, right? So it's like nuance. It's just a lot to it. It's just a lot to it. So my thing is just like, I'm trying to be grateful. I'm trying to point out all the things I'm grateful for in life. Cause it's like this weird tug of war game with God. It's like, while I was sitting here being all grateful, it was like I was going through a lot of bullshit, and it felt like a lot of suffering. And then I tried to make my life better, and then now it's like it almost feel wrong that I was trying to do this. How did I want to word that? Hold on. Word. When I was all grateful and I was all heart filled and I was like, oh yeah, it's like I was fucking suffering, and then it was like it was suffering, but there was something about it that felt like I felt like a good person. I don't know. I might be getting lost in this. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But the other side is like when I start to help myself, I do see growth and change. But then it's just like it's almost like everything and everyone start turning on you in a weird way. Like I don't know, bro. And then things just get weird. Like the obstacles become weird. I don't know. My food is almost here, so last thing I'll say, or should I sit here and eat? Last thing I'll say is, I don't know, bro. I felt weird today. I don't know what the creator guy's asking of me. Every time I feel like I'm on it, and it'd be weird because it'd be like once I get to that place where I really feel like I'm in it and I'm like good and I'm on it, it like God of the creator will throw something that's so out of my control, and it's like, you know what? What if it's like I'm not supposed to, maybe it's like a test of my response. Right, you know, in the Bible, like God was just testing niggas all the time. What if it's like a test of my response? Nah, that's bullshit. You know why it's bullshit? Because I did everything possible. I was like, you know what? I'll wait this out, see if it goes. It didn't go away. I tried everything. It didn't go away. It was out of my control. And it's one thing, oh well, it's out of my, no, nigga, I don't want to hear no it's out of my control. And then you still gotta sit with the results of you some shit is way off. No, man, I'm trying to get down to this core root of whatever this is. I'm just, like I said, man, I'm just over it, bro. I know they know. I was about to say, ooh, I ain't never seen somebody in the dasher do that. They took a picture from the car. I ain't never seen that. Uh, so yeah, man. Like I said, like I don't care. It's just a lot of things in life. It's a lot of nuance. It's a lot of different things, bro. It's a lot of things that like people don't talk about or don't want to hear. Like when I finally realized what that condition feels like, it feels like your bones are like, or your body is like eating itself at a very, very slow rate. That's what it feels like. And that's probably what it is because it doesn't have enough fuel to function. So it's usually it's itself as fuel. But whatever. I don't even want to go into that. But it's a lot, bro. What was I about to say? It'd be weird. It'd be like God be wanting me to be perfect. In the middle of me perfect, you gonna throw me a wrench that was out of my control. And then when I go and say, all right, all right, if I'm gonna go indulge in this with the one friend that I was given, because clearly what I'm doing ain't good enough, and it just it's just like that just doesn't make anything better. And I was like, all right, I'm about to dog this fool. I'm hungry. So yeah, my thing is today I'm just enjoying. I'm about to go watch a funny movie. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe I'll get flamed up and laughed at, but at least I'll be interactive with niggas. I put my mind out. It's cause it's like when I have like the purest intentions of doing things, it don't feel right to put it out there, and it pisses me off. I'm trying, bro. I'm like, God knows what I've been through. I've been trying my entire life, just trying and trying and trying. And I'm like, yo, I'm over it, my nigga. I'm over it, nigga. Niggas need real help, nigga. You know how hard it is to be an adult living on your own with this shit, nigga? What? Right? So on one end, oh, that's what I was gonna go. I was gonna go into something like that. On one end, it's like, yeah, I'm grateful. I'm blessed that my family, at least, I don't want to say at least, but they had the money that I could still function as an adult. I got a car I don't pay for. But at the same time, my nigga, what am I supposed to be doing in life? Like, how am I supposed to provide these things that you provided for me growing up, even though it was materially, it did help me get through and by, you know? So it's weird. It's like this love hate nature. I think I'm just I is there anybody that gets it? It's like a love hate nature. It's like I love my family so much, but it's like a part of me that like it's not that I hate them. It's just I hate the fact that they never got this shit. Like they never understood it and never really sat down with me to try and understand what the fuck I was experiencing and coming from. And I think that's the part that I hated. But a lot of that shit set in my heart, bro. I've been trying to find ways to put good shit into the world, but it's like I don't know, like in my pussy, I don't go back no more, nigga. I don't care. It's just like I don't know. It just what it is and what it feel like for me is I put so much like effort into being able to function normally that like I reach a point where I'm like I can't no more. I can't no more. It's like it don't even feel right to like try and be out here because I didn't put all my energy into this. Now I'm feeling like Mr. Glass walking out here. If I make one wrong step, it's cookies for me. Like no. So my thing now is I'm gonna enjoy today. I'm gonna go laugh at some shit. I'm gonna go watch some shit. Fuck it. I don't care, nigga. If I'm not supposed to post this, nigga, I'll post it and YouTube will take the shit down. Whatever the fuck it gotta be. I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna do it.